Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you're having a fantastic evening and you're getting ready for the racing out at the Vaal. We're going to have the postman tipping out at the Vaal, but before I hand you over to the postman for his analysis, I just want to say well done to the kid who tipped Sky Cafe as best bet. And we box on and we keep our good form going. And I'm going to hand you over to the postman for his analysis.
Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, no matter where in the world you guys are. And a big warm welcome to the Top Tipper family. Racing comes to us from the Vaal Classic track on Thursday, the 19th of Jan. 8 races carded, and the first due off at 12:15. Just some feedback, guys. Both jackpots we caught. I know they were tipped, and there were one or two that made me laugh. They spent, I think they said 200 odd rand, and they got a percentage of the pick six. They took all 4 selections and got a percentage of the pick six. So yeah, well done, guys. And those that took the jackpots, full bets, well done to you guys. I think they paid 600 rand and 1,000 rand. So that's fantastic. As I said, guys, Vaal Classic, 8 races carded, some tricky races. Just be careful. So let's get into it. First race, as I said, draw for 12:15. Work Riders maiden plate for the girls over 1,450 meters. Guys, I don't like getting involved in Work Riders. When we go through, there's some Work Riders we know, some we don't. I think draw may play a part here. So we're going to go narrow first. First selection will be the 7 Ghost Ship. Tony Peter sends this one out, has had one run, showed pace. Rachel dropped the crop 200 out. If this one can be held up for a run, I certainly think this will go close. This has more room for improvement than most. For second, we've gone for horse number 2. And this is a current favorite, National Star. This is for Sean Terriard. This has had 9 runs, still a maiden. Again, should be all right over this distance. And again, taking bipods, guys, you have to throw the 2 in as well. For third, gone for a roughie. I've gone for the 6. And we're hoping that this one can show some improvement. We go and look 3 runs back. In a Work Riders, ran 4 lengths off them. Has run 3 lengths to Miss Tango, 5 lengths to Tried and True, 20-1. Maybe throw this one in. But as I said, don't get involved in the first, guys. For fourth, we've gone for the 3 Bushveld from the Fabian Habib yard. Again, has had 2 fair. The last year efforts have been fair and good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. Guys, watch him go down, see if there's any support. We know that generally it is support for the Peters yard. Generally the horse is fit and well. So just go and have a look at that. Bar pots, you must include 2 and 7. The second race in the card, first leg of the place accumulator. This is draw for 12:50, a maiden plate over 1,000 meters for the girls. Again, we go and look here. There's a short price favorite, and that's horse number 1, Silver Mensa. This is round about 9-10. This is Keegan de Miller for Johan Janssen van Vuren. This is my narrow first selection. I certainly won't be taking 9-10, but again, when one looks to beat it, wow, very, very difficult. I don't know. Maybe the first timer. But yeah, 9-10. I don't think you have to be too good to win this race. But again, I don't think the 1 is too good, with all due respect. But it is my narrow first selection. For second, guys, I have gone for the obvious one. This is 4, Rocking the Time Away. Malaseli Kajedi gets a ride here for the Fani Broncos yard. Last 2 efforts have been good under the hands of Kajedi. And again, certainly good enough to be there when the whips are cracking. For third, gone for a real roughie here. This is the 5 Fields of Grace, Samantha Kamala for Billy Raters. I know this one is coming back from a long, long rest. However, Samanga won't just jump on for Billy. We go and look, he's had 3 rides for the yard for 1 win and a second. If this had absolutely no chance, I'm sure Samanga could have got another ride in this race. So yes, simply because of that reason, I'm going to throw this one in trifectas and quartets. For 4th, I have to go for the 9. This is Chili Marmalade. Gavin Lorena for Stephen Moffat. I think it's drawn on the right side of the track. Guys, just watch betting on this. If there's a ton of support, throw this one in. Watch it go down if you're looking for a punt on the nose. So race 2, we've gone 1, 4, 5, and 9. And again, 9 to 10, I think is a little skinny for me. 3rd race on the card. This is the first leg of our pick 6, due off at 13.25, a merit rated 97 handicap over 1700 meters. There are 7 horses carded to run. I've been told that horse 3, Atticus Finch, has been scratched, so just confirm, guys. And in this race, I think it's a boat race. My narrow first selection here is the 4. This is Pragmatist. Keegan de Melle for Johan Janssen van Vuren. The form is there for everyone to see. Last summer I'd beaten a length by a decent sort, and I certainly think again this one will give a very good account of itself. For 2nd, I have gone for horse number 1, Argo Alley. Again, Samanga Kamala, this time for St. John Grey. I do think that this one can certainly give the favorite Pragmatist a run for its money, and select this one to run 2nd. For 3rd, we've gone for the 7. This is Just Eminent. This is Muzieni for Corey Lensley. We know how well Muzi rides for the yard. I do believe that this one will jump and go to the front with a handy galloping mass of 52 for larger punters. Don't leave this one out. For smaller punters, go 4 and 1. For 4th, we've gone for the 6. This is Future Wolf. This is JP van der Merwe for the Heather Adamson yard. This did run the other day on the 12th of Jan and finished 2nd on that occasion. And again, must be good enough to fill in one of their minor spots. So race 3, 4, 1, 7, and 6. Pick 6, 1, and 4 I think should be sufficient there. Move on to the 4th race of the card. This is run at 1400 hours, a maiden plate over 2000 meters. And in this event, guys, we find my value bet of the day. This is horse number 6, Wonder World. Keegan de Melle for Candace Dawson. Keegan, we know how well he rides for the yard. This has had some fair efforts. If this was drawn in the first 3, I would have made this the best bet on the card. However, it is drawn a bit wide at 10. I'm thinking that Keegan will jump, will sit this one in, and will come with a late rattle. For 2nd, I have gone for horse number 9, Broadlands, Calvin a bit for the Terry yard. This was a beaten favourite last time out. Did jump and go to the front. I'm expecting this one to, again, be up there from the start. And again, maybe good enough to stay on for one of the minor spots. For 3rd, I've gone for the 12, Turn the Beat Around, Muzieni for the De Kock yard. Muzi rode this one last time out. That was its first run. Was staying on at the end, finishing 4.5 lengths over 1450 meters. If this one sees out at 2000, certainly good enough to run a drum. For 4th, we've gone for the 3. This is Parto Platter. Gav Lorena for the Johan Janssen van Vuren yard. Gavin rode this one last time out, was beaten a neck. This is a 3rd run after rest. Again, I think that this one will go up there and should be there and thereabouts. Pick 6s, guys. Maybe 6, 9, and 12. Larger perms, throw in the 3, take a smaller cut. We'll move on to the 5th race on the card. Due off at 14.35. Merit rated 84 handicap over 1,000 meters. In this event, my first selection here is horse number 3, Set to Go. JP van der Merwe for Candace Dawson. She had a double the other day, and I certainly think she's can have another double. The yard as well. This one loves the course and distance. 3 runs, 1 win, 2 seconds. Must go close. For second, we've gone for the 6. This is Mover and Shaker. Samanga Kamala for Fabian Habib. Samanga did win a minor feature race with this one at Greyville. He jumps back aboard. This has been running to some fair sorts, and one is looking for an improved effort from the 6 Mover and Shaker. For third, we've gone for the 7 Arbitrator Diego de Gavea for Paulie Matchett. Diego rode this one and won last time out. Again, I think this will be right up there. 55.5, maybe quite difficult to peg back. Throw this one in all exotics. For fourth, we've gone for the 4 Umtombo Walwazi, Marco van Rensburg for the Binder Yard. Marco has ridden this one the last 2 occasions, has won both occasions. Certainly good enough for 3 on a trot. Race 5, 3, 6, 7, and 4. 6 race the card, off at 15.10, met rated 71 handicap over 1,000 meters. Please take note, guys, at this stage in time there are 3 scratchings. Horses 7 in the ether, 9 Rio's Kiss, and 13 Mercer Girl. Please just check and confirm before you take your exotics. In this event, I think that horse number 2, Stormy Seas, I'm looking for improvement from this one. Dennis Swalls gets a ride there for Roy Magna. This has got some fair form, and I certainly think that, again, this one can go pretty close. For second, guys, I've gone for the 4. This is Captain Dizzy. Muzieni gets a ride here for Byron Burtis. This is the first run in the province. Has been rested a long time. Watch and see if there's any betting support for this one. I certainly wouldn't leave it out of my exotics. We've seen how Byron can fly some of these horses that are running first time in the province. He flies them up. Don't leave out if there's any betting support for this one. For third, I've gone for 5 Wings of Nike. JP van der Merwe for Shailen Naidu. JP rode this one last time out, finishing second. Was running on, and again, with a similar ride, can certainly be there and thereabouts. For fourth, we've gone for the 8. Nice roughie here, Pinder Mzala. Jeff Seister for Clinton Binder. We go back and look 3 runs back. Jeff rode this one second. The time before that, 4th, a length behind the winner. The time before that, again, length behind the winner. 1.5 lengths behind Spielberg. Those are decent efforts, guys. So please do not leave this one out. Race 6, 2, 4, 5, and 8. Race 7 on the card. This is off at 15.45. A mid-rated 85 handicap for the girls over 1,200 meters. And again, we go through and we look here, and I think this is pretty much a match race. My first selection here is horse 7, Celtic Rumours, covering a bit for Sean Terry. This had 2 decent efforts, 2 lengths behind Melech. We know that's a decent sort. Less than a half a length behind Kinky Boots, another decent sort. Last time out, at very limited odds, 5 to 10, 1 Honest Coconut. Really well. They're bringing this one back to 1,200 meters. I think that, again, Calvin will jump. I think he will be handy. I think this horse prefers the bend. And I really think that this one will go very close. For second, I've gone for the obvious inclusion. And this is horse number 4, Aga Heat. Ray Dennison for Gavin van Zyl. We know that this combination is really hot at the moment. Again, if this one was drawn in the first 3, I would have said to you guys, put your head down. Drawn a little bit wide. That's why I think it may be tough to peg back horse 7. But we've got Agahi to run second. For third, I've gone for the 1. This is Intoxicating. Kibera Matsiani for Candice Dawson. Kibera rode this one 2 runs back, winning a maiden. And again, maybe good enough back end of trifectas and quartets. For fourth, we've gone for the 5-second breath. Gabriel Peterson for Robin Klaasen. Gabriel rides well for the yard. And again, I certainly think that this one can fill in one of the minor spots. So race 7, 7, 4, 1, 5. And I do think it's a match race between the 7 and the 4. Move on to the lucky last, guys. Due off at 16:20. This is a middle stakes over 1,450 meters. And in this event, my narrow first selection here is the 8. This is Meredith. Ryan Munger for Ashley Fortune. Ryan rode this one and beat Sequoia last time out. I certainly think that this one can go close again. We go and look at some of the earlier form. A second, 3/4 of a length behind Feather Boa. Nothing wrong with that. 1.5 lengths to African Torrent. A length to Fast Love. I do think that this one will jump. 56, I think, will be right up there. Playing Catch Me If You Can. If this one skips at the right time from a decent draw, may be very hard to peg back. For second, gone for a nice rough here. Horse number 5, Laguna Verde. Stamangla Kamala gets it right here for Lucky Hoodalakis. Again, we're going to go back and look at some of the form here. 2.5 lengths to Cousin Casey. 4 3/4 lengths, Cousin Casey. Beat Talkanaut by 3 lengths. 7 lengths to Anfield's Rocket. Again, really, really strong form. And again, if this one was drawn in the top 3 or 4, I certainly could have a nice touch on it. But I will certainly be taking this one with swingers and exactors. For third, we've gone for the 3 Cabinet Shuffle. Gabriel Peterson for the Klaasen yard. I'm putting a line through that one. I think it's a lot better than that. And I certainly think, again, good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. For fourth, we've gone for horse number 11. My apologies. Please, guys. My sections are 8, 5. For third, I've gone for 1. My apologies. Vanderbelt. Siander Sisibo for the Tony Peter yard. He will be claiming only 2.5. And again, the form is there for all of us to see. And this one was with the Klaasen yard. And again, I certainly think 28-10 must be there and thereabouts. For fourth, I've gone for the 11. This is Lord Varis, Diego de Gavea for the Matchet yard. I see there has been a touch of support for this one from 12 to 8-1. Guys, watch and see if there's a follow through. We know that generally if the money is down with the Matchets, they generally run really, really well. Last time out, this one was drawn widest of all, was slow, and was finishing hand over fist. Fair draw of 7. Nice handy galloping mass of 54. Certainly shouldn't be left out of anything. If you're taking pick sixes, guys, 1, 5, 8 larger guys. If there's money for the 11, throw this one in. As I said, rather take a smaller percentage. Guys, please just check for jockey changes, check for scratchings, check for equipment changes. Watch the first race. Watch those horses go down with the work riders. Please, guys, look after yourself. Take care. Stephen, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that, the postman. I see you've tipped your 8-race program out at the Vaal, your bipot, your PA, your pick 6, your jackpot 1 and jackpot 2. I just want to say well done to the postman as well for the other day tipping both jackpots. We made a total profit there of about just over $1,000, $1.5 So that was fantastic tipping from the postman on a very tough card. So guys, enjoy your racing, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.